How's it going, guys? Gray back with another video, and we are still going with the subscriber questions. I know I've uploaded, I think, 4 videos now. I got this one and maybe one more, and then after that, some of you asked me to get certain types of gameplays, you know, how to get headshots with the SMG. Somebody asked me about a gameplay with the Shiva, or how to do the Shiva, how to get headshots, complete those camos. So I'm going to do that for y'all. But this question comes from Sean C. And he asked me, which was really cool, how did I meet my wife and how did I know that she was the one? Our story is pretty cool, actually. You know, my brother, my eldest brother, he moved to Austin, Texas, actually south of Austin, a place called San Marcos, and he met this girl, and they were going to get married. And my other brother and we were going to be the best men in the wedding. So we come down there, and I remember it was probably a month or two before they were going to get married, and I was hanging out at his apartment, and my future wife showed up, but I didn't really notice her. You know, it wasn't that she was ugly or I was busy. It's just like, you know, just like anything else, people come in, people leave, you know. There were a lot of people over. I saw her, but I didn't see her, you know what I mean? So no big deal. But then, you know, a couple months later, it's wedding time, and she was my brother's soon-to-be wife's best friend. They were roommates in college. And by the way, she's I think she's 7 years older than me. I was I think 18 at the time, and she was 25 or 24, about to be 25, somewhere in there. I don't remember the numbers on it. It's about 6.5 year difference. And so I get there, and we're doing the rehearsal dinner, and I drive down, and I brought a girl to the wedding with me. And she was just a friend of mine, and she, and my actual future wife, was dating somebody at the time as well. So we get to the hotel where we're all going to be staying, and you know, we're all going to get ready and go do the rehearsal dinner. And I get out of the car, and she gets out of her car, and I see her, and I can't explain it, man. I mean, she's beautiful. And I walked up to her. Everybody else was doing their meet and greets. There was a bunch of people there saying hi and stuff, and I came up behind her, and I whispered into her ear, I said, "You look beautiful." I don't know what came over me, but I did. And at the rehearsal dinner, we sat kind of close to each other, and you know that magnetic feeling when you're looking at somebody and they're looking back at you, and you're not saying anything, but you're both thinking something like, who are you, and where have you been my whole life, and what is going on? And you know, I'm staying at a hotel with my family, and I believe she was staying at the same hotel. It was just our gathering place before we went off to the wedding the next day. You know, we were all going to get prepped and stuff like that at the hotel. And I stayed up late, and I was hanging out with my brothers down in the lobby, praying that she would come out of her room and come downstairs so I could talk to her, but it didn't happen. So the next day is the wedding, and we're doing our pre-wedding arrangements, and you know, the bridesmaids and the brides are separated from the groomsmen and the groom. And well, you know, the wedding starts, and I'm up on the stage or the platform or whatever on the stairs with my brothers, and here she comes walking down the aisle. She was the second one down the aisle, and I felt like she was walking towards me, and she was wearing this baby blue dress, and man, my heart was thumping. And so the wedding takes place, and you know, we're concentrating on our duties in the wedding, and afterwards, you know, you got the reception and people are doing their things. Some people are dancing. You know, it wasn't a big to-do. It wasn't a huge wedding, but towards the end, we were helping, you know, cleaning up, getting things together, and we kind of ran into each other, and we talked for a little bit. And somebody asked us to do something, so we did it together, and I just didn't want that moment to end, but it did quickly. We got interrupted. We both went our own ways, and you know, my brother went off on his honeymoon, and I couldn't wait for him to get back because I wanted to get in touch with him to get her number. And he finally got back, and come to find out, she was asking her friend, my brother's wife, for my number or about me or things like that. And so I finally talked to her. I called her, and I was nervous as all get out. And keep in mind, we're about 4 hours away from each other, drive time. And we start talking. And just about every single day we get on the phone and we talk for, you know, an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, and just about any and everything. And that was probably the most important thing about our relationship, was that it was based on conversation, because we were so far away. Now I was in college at the time, or I was really close to it, and I was working for my father. So every single weekend, Friday afternoon around 2 o'clock, I would leave my job in Dallas and I would drive all the way to Austin to hang out with her all weekend long. And I did that every single weekend for 6 months. And I would leave Austin Monday morning at about 3 in the morning and drive straight to my first class in college. It was crazy. I didn't care how tired I was. I kept doing it because I was in love with this girl, and I knew it. I knew it after I had dinner with her for the first time. I was gonna ask her to marry me, and it didn't take me long to ask her. All right, that statement of "you just know," believe me when I say you just know. And if you're with somebody right now and you've been with them for a long time and you don't know, chances are she or he is not the one for you, because it is without a doubt that magnetic feeling, that drawing into one another. You know without a doubt that God created her for you and you for her. I love this story, man. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. As always, leave me a comment down below. I'll answer them. Don't get dirty with those questions. And as always, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.